bicycles. Bicycles are called bicycles because they've got two wheels. Yeah. There's tricycles, which you probably might cycle on, and there's bicycles. There's also bicycles with stabilizers. They've got little things down the side to make sure you don't fall over this way or fall over that way. Yeah. Because I'm holding you here now because you're stabilized. So that's what stabilizers are about. So the Tour de France is a Tour of France on bicycles. And it's in French because that's the language that they speak in France. What have you got to say about that now? More milk? Is that what you're thinking? Until my snotty nose, Daddy. Okay. So any more talkings today? What should we tell you about as well? Should we tell you about the Chinese Grand Prix, which is on last weekend? So every year,
yeah, exciting.
Every year there's a Formula One season, yeah. And what that means is they get the fastest cars in the world. They're all single seaters, so you can't put any baby chairs in there, and they go around the world. It's a bit like a circus. They go around the world and they put up these events and they just go for it, you know, and see who can go around a designated amount of laps in the fastest time. Yeah, and I bet you're wondering, okay, well, do they all line up? Like, how many cars is there? Yeah, there's 24 cars, and do they all line up on one line? No, the track's not wide enough. So how do they get? How do they decide who goes at the front and who goes at the back? Good question, son. They have a session called the qualifying session. Yeah, and the qualifying session runs for an hour, and whoever's in the fastest in each of those sessions goes at the front, and whoever's the slowest goes to the back. Yeah. And the Chinese Grand Prix, which is on last weekend, well, it's very interesting actually. I'm glad you asked about that because it was Lewis Hamilton that won this year. Yeah, and he's the guy who he won in 2008, and he only just the whole season in 2008. And what's particularly surprising about this race was that it looked like it was going to be a Sebastian Vettel Red Bull whitewash, but it was fine because Lewis Hamilton beat Sebastian Vettel with 5 laps to go. And what happened that there was 5 laps to go, and how come Sebastian Vettel didn't win? The reason, son, is because of the Pirelli tyres. They brought in new tyres this season, and they're designed to perform very well at the start, but then degrade very quickly. Yeah? And what that meant was Sebastian Vettel, who had only done 2 pit stops to change his tyres, was on really bad rubber, really old rubber, and the grip was just not very good. Whereas little Lewis Hamilton, he had done 3 pit stops and his tyres were pretty fresh, so he got Sebastian Vettel with 5 laps to go. What about Sebastian Vettel's teammate, you're asking? Mark Webber. Well, he did very well. He came from 18th to guess what? Guess what number he came to? You don't know? Okay, he came from 18th to 3rd. Wow, what have you got to say about that? Yeah, you're speechless, aren't you? So that's the Chinese Grand Prix for you.
What he's staring at.